right, hi, good morning. Thank you for watching our 19th section of Parent Information Seminar. I am Ms. Charmaine from Monteca International Play School. Today we'll be discussing the topic on storytelling, and we have Miss Cindy with us today.
Good morning, I'm Miss Cindy. Nice to see you all today. And so today's topic is on storytelling. Reading stories plays an important role in the growth and development of children. The books they read and the characters they get to know can become like friends and family. Stories are a great way to introduce new words and ideas into a child's language. Starting with picture books for the young, just something very simple like the colours, single words, to the more complex one for the teenagers, the novels. Stories can help children learn about concepts such as the shapes, the size, colours, the world we live in, numbers and the names of objects. They can also teach children about everyday tasks such as how to brush their teeth, dressing of the clothes, the animals, cleaning and tidying, preparing food, what they eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's everything that you can learn through books. So they can teach children about, such as the books like we have here.
Yeah, I've got some examples. So Let's Get Dressed is a very good book for children because they can relate. So we teach children how to get dressed. And I have Whoever You Are. So this book teach how each of the children is very unique and special at the same time.
Yeah, and different cultures and different countries.
And this one is very useful. How are you feeling today? So we teach children about social emotions.
Yes. So when they're happy, they're sad, they can explain themselves. So there's a lot of books out there that's suitable for each child.
Yep. And I would like to actually keep it. This book teach children to share. Sharing is caring. It's very important that we teach our young children about this concept.
Especially if they are a single child at the moment and, because they are not learned to share yet. So the books to teach them all sorts. And this is one of the good books, the pop-up books, which will give them, the children, the interest, So when it pops out, it makes it more 3D.
Yeah.
You can see.
It's very lively, right?
Yeah. So there's many books to choose from.
Okay. So Miss Cindy, can you tell us, when should we read to our children?
Wow, there isn't a certain time that we should read. Any time is a good time for a book or story. Bedtime, bath time, on the MTR, on the bus, at the park, anywhere is a good time. You can make reading part of your daily routine. Take a small book with you when you go out,
that's a good idea.
And you can share and enjoy everywhere, or with some random friends when you go out. On the bus and then you see somebody, you can start reading together, or you can just make up a story on the spot. About what you're seeing around you. So when reading to your child, you can be a really good role model for your child. So do you want to use the paper one? So the paper book. So when you're reading, we shouldn't turn the books too fast. So we should just slowly turn each page. Okay, so it's a little bit hard when we're holding up. So one thing, some bad habit is like licking your fingers, so we shouldn't do that. So we should just slowly get the corner of the page and slowly turn it nicely. Yep. And then just describe the picture. When you finish the sentence, you can describe the pictures, what they see and things like that. Okay. Your child, will learn by watching you. So just do it nice and slow. And when you start reading, read it very nice and slow.
Yeah. They're going to absorb it through learning from us.
So what else can you do when reading? After reading the book, it's not about okay, we're done with this book, let's put it away on the shelf. Some children will get bored when they read a book and all they see is pictures and it doesn't interest them, or if they read it for the second or third time. So you want to make it more alive. So I have the Room on the Broom, which is about witches and dragons. So for a witch, for Halloween, we can have a hat, so we can be a witch. Yep, and then I've done some props here. So I've made a little wand. So children can, use the wand while you're reading it. And then We can do some games as well. So I've cut some pictures, and then we can do like memory games. So just turn it over.
Okay.
This side.
Upside down.
And then so for some of the words, we can like just put the main words that's been used in this storybook. So this is like a naming card. Yeah, so it's got all the words that's been used in the story. And then we've got the games to play. And then for the older children, I've done like the names of the cats. You know, of course.
Can learn some readings as well.
So they have to match the pictures to the words. So we'll mix that up, but because I'm showing you, so I have to stick everything on. So these may be for the older kids, like 5 or 6 that can read. Yeah, so this is a good game. And then the craft work.
All right.
Yes, and then
fun part.
Yep. So for Room on the Broom, we have the witch, the cat, the dog, the frog, and then the bird. So we've done a little craft work. So after reading the story, you know, you can like just print the pictures from the book, cut it out, and then that's the broomsticks. So they're flying away. So that would give the children more interest into the story, and it brings it alive, and it'll be much more fun. And then
help them reinforce their knowledge as well.
Yes, and then another example is
chopsticks.
Chopsticks. So to make my chopstick alive, can you see? I've put googly eyes on here. So yep. So it makes it more fun when we're reading. And then we've done some chopsticks holder, so they can put the chopsticks in. So these are just like simple crafts that you can do at home to make it alive, and then, you know, make it fun. So after reading a story, it's not about like putting it back on the bookshelf and not seeing it again. So like the next day, you can start making little crafts and then go back to the story again. So for even same with the chopstick book, I've got the cutouts. So I couldn't find a good picture from the book, so that's what I did. Just got some like bandages and then like spoons. So this is another matching game that they can do. So and really for the older kids, like the 9 or 10-year-old, this is another good way to learn English. So this is a word search. So they'll be like looking for like, say, example pictures. So for the grid, they have to go Pictures. So they're searching and they're thinking of the letters. So they're learning and having fun in a way. So yeah, that's a really good one.
It's good for learning letters and alphabets.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, and this, but this is a little bit hard, so it's for older children. And even for this one, you know, they can match the words with the picture. So there are many things that you can do at home with your child. So apart from the props, and then you can use like cars or things that you have at home. And then another good one is the alphabet letters. Yes. So I mean, you can buy these anywhere from the stationery shops, and then you can ask the child to look for, like, say, example, a cat. So they'll be searching for like CAT, and then that's another spelling game for them. So anything relating to the book, it's good. Or you can just do a little list, and then they have to tick it off.
They can learn some phonics as well, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so you can go, yeah, and then, you know, like, and things like that. So, you know, that's another good example. Okay, so after reading the book, we should ask the child about the book. So we should ask them questions. So if they like the story or not, you know, and then we go, why you like the book? You know, some people would say, no, I don't like the ending, or things like that. Which character they like and who they want to be.
We can also invite them to change the ending of the story.
Yes, that's right, yes. And then so sometimes we can always change the story. We can use the same characters, and then you can make up your own story to make it fun, or the way the child wants the ending to be. You know, just give them a lot of imagination.
They can be very creative.
Yes, that's it, yes. And then, I mean, there are endless of questions you can ask a child relating to the book. So, you know, you can even ask like colours, you know, what shapes is there in the book. And then, for example, you know, just randomly, like whoever you are, we can, after like reading the book, we can say, oh, who do you think this child is from? And if they know the countries, that's good. And they can say, oh, maybe it's from Korea, Japan, and in America, Canada, so you can just ask questions relating to the storybook. And then if they like see the buildings, or they can just say, oh, which country is this from? So there are just endless and endless of questions that you can ask the child depending on the age.
Right. So after reading a book, there's loads of activities we can do with them, art and craft, some worksheets, some props for them to relate to the story. Yeah,
That's
thank you,
right.
Cindy.
Yep, you're welcome. So I think that's it for today. So thank you all for joining us. I hope you like our live stream, and hope you and your child will enjoy reading.
Yeah, so next week we'll be talking about movement. So hope to see you soon.
Yes.
Yeah.